never been done before in the history of Time Traveler YT underscore or Time Traveler 65 history. Welcome, everyone, to this week's music stream. I know. Very, very exciting. We haven't done one this week. I've been itching to get one out. I was going to do one Monday night, but things got in the way, and I had to cancel stream, but we will make it up tomorrow. And I'll explain that in a second. Obviously, yesterday, I was going to stream, but my friends really wanted to play Jackbox. And I'm the one with the Jackbox game, so I was like, okay, to play to both parties, I need to stream, and you guys want to play Jackbox. I say we just do a Jackbox stream. Which, I need to clarify, the jokes that we make in Jackbox do not reflect who we are as people. We pull stuff out of our ass on the whim. And that's really important because Jackbox can get unhinged at some points. Yeah. So take everything in the Jackbox stream with a grain of salt. Tomorrow, we will be doing a live stream. It'll probably be a longer live stream because we are starting Cheeto Dust SMP Season 2, now renamed to Lunchbox. We're still deciding if we're going to go by Lunchbox SMP or just Lunchbox. It can go either way. So that's going to be exciting. It's modded. So there's going to be there's going to be a huge learning curve. Bug and Tyler are more familiar with the mods because I think Tyler more specifically, we have the create mod and we're using the trains. I have some stuff that I want to do. I'm going to be sharing what we're going to be up to. Either in tomorrow's stream or in a stream shortly thereafter. So that's going to be exciting. And yeah, I think without further ado, let's just jump right in. Actually, hang on. Let me make sure that I have everything set. I think. Yeah, okay. Believe we are not in ads right now, so we're going to go ahead and start. So, last week, we had a bit of an issue where I wasn't able to get this done on stream. And I regret that. I sorely regret that because this is one of the greatest pieces I have ever written, and I didn't record the process. Like, that upsets me. I am like, for context, when I finished this piece, I sat back in my chair, watched the video, and listened, and I made myself tear up. Like, it was so moving. And I think one of the reasons why is because when I heard this, it sounded like I saw my future as a film composer and a video games composer. And so I shared it in every possible server I could. Any server that had a self-promo or an art channel, I tossed this project into. And I felt like a kid holding up a macaroni drawing to their parents. Like, look at what I did! I did this! So, without further ado, we're just going to listen to this. Because holy crap. Okay, make sure everything's ready. Holy crap. Like, I was moved. I think at the time I was watching a friend's stream, and I was just writing this, and I was like just taken aback. Like I was starting to get the picture. I was starting to like see the like I was so focused on the details when watching the stream that I started to pull back. I'm like, wait, hang on a second. I had to mute the stream, listen to this on its own, and I just sort of sat there like, holy crap! Like I wrote this. That was me. It's just so beautiful, and I don't think there's gonna be anything that'll top this. I always said that like, oh, as of like 2022, Magic at the Forest and Trails of Information are my magnum opuses. They're my masterpieces. And then came Messages from Deep Space, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then came Finding Yourself, and I'm like, yo, where are these bangers coming from? And then there's this, my film score final. Film score, mind you. Not even like I don't even know how to describe it. But the fact that like I'd put Magic the Forest here in relation, Message from Deep Space here, and then all the way up here I would rake this. Like it's just so beautiful. It's so perfectly crafted. I'm like, mmm. This was this is my magnum opus. Like we've now reached new heights. And I just love every bit about this. I love how it starts off very soft. Some soft ooze on top of strings and bells to bring to life that fantasy idea. And then just out of nowhere, a full orchestra sound consisting of strings, consisting of a brass synth almost, and then a full choir. And then we bring it right back down for some more close-up shots, some more softer imagery. In these moments where there's a lot less movement, there's a lot less energy, it's always good to pull back and to be able to just like keep things soft. In these very intimate moments, it's great just to keep the instrumentation intimate as well, not imposing, not assertive, not overtaking, but in correlation with. I think, holy crap, this part right here is my favorite. Just hearing everything. Getting that full spectrum sound. Everything, it sounds so full. And what I love most is that this was perfectly timed to the reveal of these creatures almost. They reveal like because we have these like shots of like the creatures already. We can see them. We can see that she's far beneath them, but we don't get a good view of them at like in a full shot. It's always like a piece here, a piece there, and then we see this. we start to get our hopes up, like looking at these creatures, and then our little protagonist comes out of the fog, and we see just how big and magnificent these creatures are. And it just lines up so perfectly with that shot. I mean, as you can see here, we have a lot of markers that I ended up not really using. So the ones that I think I paid the most attention to were when the staff hits the ground. That's when the music starts. And I think we were describing this last time we were streaming. It's very tonal. It's rooted in a D when that thing hits. So that sort of built the key. And then the second time it hit, which is right here, I think. No, it's right here. I think that's somewhere around a B. It's something that sounded like a fit in key. So, I mean, it just happened to line up perfectly. And watching the camera pan up to see these creatures rising off the ground, I was like, whoo! So, yeah, we have some shots here, some markers here. Close shot of the creatures. We didn't end up using a whole lot. Far shot of the creatures. Like, I think I don't think these shots were at the time. I wanted to list out everything that happened visually because I feel like it's better to have all your options in front of you and then take out the ones that you don't want, or specifically pick the ones that you do want, instead of being left with not enough and then having to constantly be searching for more. So I feel like this shot didn't offer too much. It could have, maybe, if I orchestrated it a little differently. This shot could have also been a little bigger if I orchestrated a little differently. But this shot, man. This shot, I was like, I want something grand there. And to I want something to emphasize just how big these creatures are, just how grand and majestic, how they seem big, they seem scary from when we saw them, but in reality, they're beautiful. Like, because as they leave, we start to see the ice melt, we start to see flowers grow in. Like, winter isn't a curse, it's like a cycle. It's a continuous, it's a phase in refreshing life around the planet, and I think that's really interesting. Next, we have this panning shot, just watching them walk, which is really interesting. We have the sun start to come out and glisten, and then directly after that, we have a shot of icicles melting. This one sort of breaks the idea that we had of these close and intimate shots being softer and more brought in volume wise and instrumentation wise. But I did that because we had to finish up the measure, or we had to finish up the phrase, I'll say. So obviously we're almost to the end of a phrase, and we have a shot of icicles melting and the shot of grass growing. But I think that's a perfect transition. Like, we go from seeing these majestic creatures, these far shots that are panning everywhere, to then these close, intimate shots, and we need a transition into that. So, originally, there was some other stuff here that I just got rid of because it wasn't sounding good. No transition would be better than just taking it away. And I figured what I definitely wanted was that shot of these flowers opening up. That had to be silent. Or not silent. It had to be an intimate moment. realizing exactly what was happening, because even though like we see grass growing and we see the icicles melting, I feel like there's no better sign of life than a flower blossoming. So I thought this would be the perfect like first shot that we see in order to signify exactly like what has happened. So I wanted the instrumentation to feel that way. We have like our soft we have a transition period here going from this grand orchestration to a softer one, and this is one of the first shots you see past that, and it's beautiful. And so then we go into this shot of I don't really know what this is. It's like a stone, a carving almost that our little protagonist hit at the beginning to wake up the creatures, and that's where she received her the little thing in her staff that glows every time she smacks on the ground. Um, I highly recommend watching this. It's on the Blender website. It's called Spring. That's where most of my projects this semester have been. After that, we have a shot of this very grand mountain range. I originally thought we were going to do something else with this. I was thinking about going back into this grand sound, but I thought after composing it as far as we have, it wasn't it wasn't the right move. Considering we just came from this grand section into the soft section and then back into this grand section, I was like, this is going to be way too fatiguing on listeners. So realistically, we just keep playing what we're doing right now, because immediately after, especially because of how short this shot is, immediately followed with another intimate shot. It made no sense to go grand for like 5 seconds and then go right back into being like soft instrumentation. It wasn't going to make sense. It wasn't going to mesh well with anything, so we just don't do it. It's it's better to not do something than to do something and have it stand out like a sore thumb. At least that's my mentality for certain things. There are people who say like do something wrong, like when you're in like choir or something. Some people will say like, "Oh, sing the wrong note confidently." In this instance, I would prefer to keep it more minimalistic. Simplicity. I like the KISS acronym. Keep it simple, stupid. It is one that I constantly live by, because sometimes you can overthink things. Sometimes you can go, oh, I want this, I want this. Oh, we could totally do this, and then you're forgetting. It just needs to be simple. It just needs to get the job done. And sometimes, sometimes, the easiest way can be the most effective way. I'm not saying that's all the time, but in this instance, like we have a piano here that's just playing the melody, and it works so beautifully for the scene because it's such an intimate moment the view between the watcher and our little protagonist here. It works. So then after this, I started having a problem. Well, we have these four measures here that I don't really know what to do with. So I took a flip through some old textbooks, trying to jog some inspiration from my music theory classes, and I decided that the best way to end this would be with a 5-1 cadence. What is a 5-1 cadence, you might ask? 5-1 cadence is basically going from the fifth chord to the root. It is perfect. It completes. It feels like a complete circle. We've come to the very end, and it's theory wise, it feels like you just completed something. Like it's all done. It's satisfied. So taking these ideas, I applied it. I was like, okay, it's a little weird, but we can just go straight into it. So I did. We go directly from the main melody into that 5, into the root. And I think it's something about it. It's just an A chord into a D chord. It's simple. It's so simple. And it's just when I finished this, I was so proud of myself. I was cuz mind you the whole week last week I was kicking myself that I was not able to get this done. I finished this on I started this and finished it on Friday. Like Friday afternoon, somewhere like around like 3 is when I started it. But holy crap. When I when I finished this, I listened to it like 1,000 times. Something about it is just beautiful. And I don't really know how on earth I'm going to top it. But because this is a stream about the sound of games, this is going in the sound of games. Earlier today, I did a stream over on the alt, twitch.tv/Nova Arona, in case anyone's interested in following. I don't do streams there often, but when I do, they are purely work streams. What that means is I am locked in. Like, that is me in my deep composing state. Sometimes I'll talk to chat, but sometimes I will be silent. I will be talking my process out loud because that's just something I do. I got a little... Coders have something called a coding duck. I have something similar. It's Symbiote Pete from Marvel Spider-Man 2, the game that I worked on. He sits on my desk, and sometimes I will just talk to him. It's a way to get ideas churning. So sometimes I'll be like, oh, like, what should I, like, what does the scene need? It needs more bass. It needs a melody. It needs a counter melody. Oh, I feel like we've exhausted the melody for right now. Let's go and let's shift to something else. So I'm always talking to that thing. And that's what makes these composing streams a little more interesting, is the fact that it's me in my element. For these streams, I make sure to present things. I make sure that I am presenting, I'm breaking stuff down. It makes it a little slower to compose, and it also takes me out of my element because I'm also being a Twitch streamer on top of being a composer. So when I am just a composer, that's when some ideas can really flourish, and it's absolutely incredible. So, with that in mind, earlier today, when we were on the alt, we were working on a extended version of this track. So, what I want to do right now is I want to go back to it because it's been a couple hours and I have not had a full listen through. So, you guys are going to join me along for the ride. This is going to be how should I put this? Basically, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be extending this and getting it almost finalized, 99% of the way there, for for release. So let's quickly boot up that. Don't save. It's perfectly fine as is. So we're going to be mixing today. We're going to be making sure that everything sounds even. And as you can see, we took this, how long was it? 1 minute, 30-second long track. We've extended it to about just past 4 minutes. So we've done a lot of work here, and we're about to listen to it again it's been a hot second. So let's go ahead and let's just listen. Oh, that would not be the start. I just love that full sound. It's beautiful. You want to do something else, Fran? You're gonna see me meet Fran and I need a break. Want to do something like Marvel Rivals? Let us know. Will do. I don't think I can stream Marvel Rivals. I think my computer just gets too hot too quickly, and the frames just drop, and that's not watchable. I'm trying to decide though, if this were to go in, when this goes into Sonic games, where would I want this? I feel like I'd want this as the final track, but I also kind of want this as like the front track. Have you tried streaming it since you moved your external hard drive? Buddy, I've played it since I moved it to my external hard drive. My laptop just overheats at the game, and it just ruined performance. The streaming computer has nothing on, like, is not connected to the one that I play games on. Yeah, I think this is in a really good state. I think my favorite part besides like the final bit is this right here. No, wait, that's not it. Right here. I said this on the last stream, but this instrument's really beautiful. I think it's like drop. It's called like Droplets Cathedral or something. It sounds very celestial almost. I think another thing that I really like about this piece compared to the last one is the dynamics change. We have these like constant give and takes of volume levels. Like I think here, it's like decently volumed. It's slightly louder here, and then this is just nice and quiet before going directly into the grand finale. Also, one thing you might notice is the melody has been extended. So this is part 2. I think one thing that I find really interesting is that something in here clashes. I think, what is it? It's the G. Yeah, it's the G on top of a B chord. It's very interesting because I think it would sit right here. So it's like a clashing of the. Oh, you guys can see that. Hang on. It's a clashing of these two notes right here, which is really interesting. So in reality, it'd be just for a tiny bit. Which recently I've been loving, like that tension setting, uh, friction that like certain notes give, like specifically the G and the F sharp as we just saw. I think that stuff is kind of cool, and the more I take classes for music writing and music composition, the more I'm just like, yeah, this stuff rocks. Like it's if you do it tastefully, ooh, it is glorious. Like there's just like some stuff that like sounds good because it's basic. Like for example, the pop chords, the 1 4 5 6. Um, and then there's some stuff that sounds really good because it's different. Like whenever someone steps outside the key. Like for example, um, where's the piano? Are you the piano? No, you're not. You're the piano. Yeah. Okay. So, for example, like when I was writing "Finding Yourself," it's in the same key as this. It's in the key of D, but you realize something interesting here. So let's start on D. So we start on the three, right? Three? No, we start on the four. So four, one, five, six, three, four. And that's the chord progression through most of it. And then we get to the chorus, and it's, or no, not the chorus, the bridge. And it's three, one, or no, four, one, and then three sharp, or three major, I'll say. So we take that A, you'll see flickering on the screen right here. Here? Here. And we raise that up. So it's a little different. And then, what is it? 6, 5, 4. And I love doing stuff like that more than I actually thought I would. Normally, songs start on the 1 and end on the 1. I decide differently. For Finding Yourself, it starts on the 4 versus the 1. And I just love playing with this stuff. I think it's so interesting. There's a lot of knowledge out there. Okay, actually, we're going to go into a side tangent here. There's a lot of knowledge out there on how to do stuff a certain way, how to do stuff the mainstream way. Specifically, if you're looking for pop songs, they'll always tell you, oh, like, use the same chords on the guitar: G, F, E minor, A, C, D. And that's about it. That's all you need to know. And frankly, I've gotten a little comfortable with that because those are the chords that I use about 90% of the time. But what they don't tell you is how to be creative with all these assets that you're given technically at the start. Like, hello, you're given 12 keys. I turned it off. Like, hello, you're given like 12 keys and you can do so much with them. Like it is shocking just how intricate music can get and how deep music theory goes. I know music theory like scares a lot of people away because it is intense. I'm not gonna lie to you, but holy crap, the way that it can explain why people do what they do, the choices they make, it's like, whew. It is impressive. It is awesome. So yeah, I think that's my little 2 cents about music theory. I'm starting to use it more and more. I think what we need to do right now is we just need to work on these transitions, make sure they all sound rather seamless and they make sense. So it's a pretty long piece, and it's like we're putting puzzle pieces together, and we just want to make sure that they fit, well. Because if they don't, then things are going to start sounding a little janky, a little weird. So let's just run through this on every transition. What are you again? Oh, that's right. I know what you are. No, don't do that. I want to make sure that the bass is not here. That way it doesn't feel complete. That's just going to leave this a little like... It's like a taste test. It's like, okay, we know what's coming up. We know what the melody is. But something about this doesn't feel right. And then you go into the full climax of the song and you're like, that's satisfying. That's what I was missing the first time around. Yeah, okay. I think everything sounds pretty good. Thankfully, we actually didn't need to do a whole lot of work on this. I thought I would have to do more work than I did, but I think I just need to tweak. What was it? This right here? Yeah, the audio levels here needed to get tweaked. I think I did that already. So I think this track is at that 99% mark. We'll say 95. I think I need to go. Problem is, my headphones, mixing headphones, are connected to the streaming computer, and audio is routed through the capture card. So it's not the greatest. I need to plug it into my proper audio interface, and then from there, we'll be able to. I'll be able to mix properly and hear stuff as it should be. But for now, that's at a really good spot. I'm really happy with this piece. I don't know, just something about something about it. So I think what I want to do now is I want to take a look at some other tracks that I think are going to be in the album. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how many tracks are on the album. I need to quickly find that. No, that's not right. Where is it? Would it be under this? Maybe. Okay, so I remember now. This track is going to be in the. This is going to be actually a rather short album. I have not composed as much music this year as I would like outside of my bigger projects. I mean, to be fair, we've released Writing to Write, Inside My World. Um, what else? I'm blanking here. This is real embarrassing. Um, what is it? Take a break. Um, message message from deep space, which is 4 releases already. Mind you, I think as of October, I think I already completed my yearly goal, which was to get 4 releases out, three three of which were albums, and then one could be a single. On top of that, we've also been working on Broken Mirrors Part Two, as it's tentatively called. We've also been working on Broken Mirrors Acoustic, which is done. It's going up on the 27th, along with uh, the Sound Against Volume 3. And then we've also been working on the Message from Deep Space album, or Worlds Beyond Our Own 2. That's actually a lot of albums that we've had in production this year. And then on top of that, I spent 80% of my year working on a project that I ended up leaving. So that's really upsetting. As well as we've been managing the YouTube stuff, which good reminder. Uh, my first video in about 3 months will be going up tomorrow. It is Star Trek Vagabond Part 4, I believe. And then on Saturday, the light video will go up. It's going to be OG Fortnite. So I'm excited about those. We're going to be going back to working on videos. I feel like ever since Game SoundCon, I just have sort of been busy. I've been knee deep in work um, ever since I got back. So it's been nice to sort of have this week to relax. I got to play games for the first time in a while and just actually enjoy them. No recording, uh no live streaming. I just get to play games with my friends in my off time, which is really fun. And I'm really excited because I've got I'm working on the Pizzaplex video. I have several hours of footage that I'm currently compressing into time lapses, as well as I'm getting some extra footage whenever I can. It is wild stuff that we've done this year, and I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm gonna go ahead and load up a track while I'm being a little sappy here. Open session. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do the. We are gonna go ahead and we're gonna look at the tracks that I've created about a year ago, year and a half ago actually. Now that I think about it, for a little game that I wanted to create. Um, it's called Fuel Up. It's basically a supermarket simulator, but for gas stations. I had the idea before gas station simulator or before supermarket simulator became popular. I'm not entirely sure when it released, but definitely before it became popular. So it was this game about running a gas station, um, and all like the stuff that comes with it. So obviously having to keep your gas tanks on site full for when people come by. You could purchase a car wash. You could purchase a what were the other one? Oh, repair shop. You could purchase a um like a custom body workshop, and then I think I had something else planned, but I can't remember. These were all like just ideas. I put them in a game design document, which I was really happy with, and I think I did that for school as well. It was for like a game design class, but I still have it. I might actually work on it. I have found the motivation to build it myself, learning all the code, doing all the art. It would be a massive project that'd probably take a couple years, but I think I would like to do it, and then maybe have Fran help out on the story, because that's like my number one area. So anyway, this is a track from that game. I think I had it originally planned for like a top down, like almost in so in a cool math game called Papa's Pizzeria, you had the ability to change the way your pizzeria looked after every shift. I had a I sort of had an idea like that where you could organize like where you could put down stuff in the store that customers could go and grab stuff. And I thought that this track would be good for that moment when you're changing out how everything is organized. Whoopsie, hang on. So this is Open for Business, which is going into the Sound of Games Volume 3. I'm not entirely sure why the sustain pedal's there. It's a cute little song. I like it. Yeah, it's a cute little song. Um, I definitely like leaned into a bit of inspiration from people like Toby Fox and Concerned Ape with their soundtracks from respectively Undertale and Stardew Valley. So I really liked the simple or instrumentation of this. Um, and if I were to make it a game, like I want this song in there. I think a funny quote that Concerned Ape said was like, "Oh, I loved writing music so much that I built a game for my music." And I mean that technically be what I'm doing. I loved the idea so much that I wanted to create a game for it. So that's Open for Business. It's literally so simple. Um, and I think knowing what I know now about game development, specifically implementing music, I could come up with some clever ways to keep this from being stale, from becoming ear fatigued from players experiencing ear fatigue from hearing it so much. So I would have some ideas for how I would want to implement it. But yeah, that song is in fact going into the Sound of Games Volume 3. I think that might be the first song going in. Not entirely sure. I haven't decided yet. There is another track. I forget what it's called. I think it starts with a Y. Oh yeah, it was. Okay. Actually, wait, hang on. I don't think this track was finished. I don't think there's anything here. Is there? Yep. No. Okay. That's fair. Okay, that means we have another track here. Where is it? It's called Welcome to Town. Here it is. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What now? What am I missing? What? It's not even used. Wait, what is this? Why am I not surprised? I think this was a shaker. Can we find a decent shaker? I just need a shaker. I don't care what pack it's in. There we go. Okay, we found some good shakers. Where are you in relation to everything? Okay, that does not sound good. I think that's good. Okay, well let's take a listen to this. Because I haven't heard this since I finished it, so this will be a nice refresher. This is supposed to be the main title theme for the game. I hate it. It's fine. We'll go back and fix it after this. But I think I have the track exported, thankfully, before uh, all the fiasco happened with um, battery and contact. Battery and contact? No, battery and Spitfire. Can you tell I had like an idea already formulating for this game sonically? Man, what a nice little little main theme, title theme. It would. So the way I started to think about this game was like there's a menu screen that like takes whatever gas station. What the heck just happened? It takes your current like load file, save file, and it puts the gas station behind, like the main title. So you just see people going in and out. You see people fueling their cars. You hear the ambiance of like a highway nearby, and people like opening and closing the door. So it's like it creates life, and then like the title plays in front of it, and then once you once you finish deciding to sit on the title screen, Either you can continue, which will bring you right into the gameplay, or you can load up a new save, and it'll go black for a second, swap save files, and then get you right into gameplay. I don't know. That's just my idea. There's a I when I thought about this game, I wanted a lot of control over. I wanted the player to have a lot of control, so they could control what their gas station looked like, what the colors were, what the logo would be. Although I fear that if I were to give people the ability to draw, it would only be a certain amount of time before TTD, time to dick, basically, before someone creates a penis for an emblem. Which I guess would be in their own creative right to do that. But, I mean, there's a lot of ideas I had for the game that are still swirling around in my head, so who knows? Maybe I will go back to it, and maybe I will start work on it in the new year. I feel like, no, maybe not the new year. I feel like I'd want to save that until after I was done with school, so probably around September time. But yeah. Sorry, I feel like I'm rambling more than I am talking about, like, music. This track's a little more complicated than the other because it's a title screen track. But man, I love this theme. It just sets up a really nice, soft, like positive game, which is exactly what I wanted when I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, this works. This is really nice. Now back to these shakers, actually, because I just remember that they're here. What? Why? What is your issue? What if it was on that for a reason? Where were you? F1? What would it be? Would it be telephone? Oh, it'd definitely not be that. I don't remember. It's gotta be... Can a brother get a shaker? Like, hello? Yeah, that's nice. I don't care all that much. Well, these sound pretty decent, but not for what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't really know what I was expecting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just not liking that. Okay, I'm not liking that even more. No, probably not that one. It's reading as a house kit. I'm just looking for a... Mm, I think that's probably the closest we're going to get, unfortunately, to the original. which I do have somewhere. Let me find it. Photos projects. What would it be? Would it be under miscellaneous? Yep, there it is. What's this? Welcome to town? Okay. I think I don't know what the shaker was. It sounded so nice. It just sounded like someone was literally just shaking into the mic. And I wish I knew what it was. I'm gonna be kicking myself forever. Especially because this track has this weird pop sound in it. I think that was just something that happened when it was bouncing. But man, do I hate it. Now I'm stuck with this. And it's gone. No! I made mistakes. I don't even know what it was anymore. Was it going deeper? It might have been going deeper. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank goodness I remember. I don't even know what the Afterglow kit has to do with anything. It's not here. Like, it has absolutely no reason to be doing this to me. But it does. Every time I open up battery, it's like, oh, hey, the Afterglow kit's missing. Did you want that? Every time I'm like, fucking no. Like, watch, if I close this and then go to reopen it, it's going to give me the same error. Yeah, abort loading. Whatever. What was even in the Afterglow kit? Yeah, okay, unfortunately, I think that's something I have to figure out on my off time. I keep pushing it off because I don't want to deal with it at all. But I'm really afraid. Like, for example, if I were to save this and open, I don't know, Finding Yourself. Is that even here? It's at the very bottom. I probably won't be able to open it. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Like, if I were to open Finding Yourself and I say, hey, open up battery, it's probably going to be like, oh, sorry. You had a missing kit. Did you want to replace that? It's like, no, I didn't use this kit. I gotta see. I just gotta check. There it is. And now I'm not gonna be able to use that base anymore. Oh, okay. So you open up session LE. Okay. Why are the rest of you not playing? I gotta do this to every single one of you? What's the... what is the fucking point? What on earth is the fucking point if I need to do that every single time? I do not care. I do not care. So anyway, back to whatever we were doing here. So, we have... okay, we have Welcome to Business. We did Welcome to Town, open for business. We also did, what was it? We did my film final, which we extended. The next thing that's going into this, which I checked earlier, was it? I don't even remember where it was. Was it 9? I don't know if it was 9, but we're about to find out. Burger King online? Are you serious? Okay, well, fine. We're going to be waiting for this for a while anyways. Nope. Don't get stuck on the stand. There we go. Okay. Burger King at this hour. I walk to Burger King, then I walk back home from Burger King. Thank you very much. Okay, well, that's that. My hair is deciding not to hair today. That's annoying. I'm guessing, I think I said this on my previous stream as well. I think HMS6 is a contact file. Because it's taking forever to load. Specifically, 8D Audio Majestica. Majestica 2.0. Well, what do you know? So, I think, besides this, we have a couple more tracks that I want to include. Let me find them. So, we have a track that we were working on, I think, last time? I can't remember. Before the finals week, we had a track that we were working on. We also have an unused film track from Bug's Uncharted film. I started working on it before I actually saw the footage, and now sort of listening to it, I'm like, maybe we don't go with this. So, I'm going to be taking that. I'm going to probably be finishing it somehow, and then I'm going to upload it to the Sound of Games because I don't want to keep progressing forward and then end up having a project that I have left open for like the last 3 years. Like, for example, if I were to take something from Minecraft Reimagined and be like, oh, I'm supposed to finish this? Like, I don't want to touch Minecraft Reimagined anymore because it's done. I did the best I could back then, but it's sort of got to go. So, is this? Yes, this is the one. So, this is what we are going to be adding as well into the album. This is an action cue. So, yeah, enjoy. I think we did this live. I can't remember. Are you shitting me right now? I didn't even realize the hi-hats weren't playing. Wait, why is Contact not playing either? Oh my god, I'm gonna... I can't say that live. I hate everything about this. I'm going to cry in a corner so violently. Why did you do that? You were perfectly fine when I opened you earlier today. I cannot deal with this tomfoolery anymore. Not staccato. You need to be a sustain. Are you better now? See, it takes me so long to recognize things because I don't know why. I'm just not clocked in or something. No, I'm going to cut you off if you don't go where I want you to. So yeah, that's I don't think I can contort this the way I did with my final. I think the final was very malleable and able to be like twisted and extended in order to get it to that 4-minute mark. This, maybe not. I think this is unfortunately gonna have to stay at what, minute 26? I think is where it ends. Maybe like a minute 28, minute 27, somewhere around here, like ending it here. Either way, I think as things go, this is a really good track. It's a really good action track and one that I'm proud of, but one that is unfortunately locked in. And I'm really embarrassed I didn't notice the hi-hats were missing earlier. Yeah, I like that. I think it's a nice blend of what I'm good at, which is electronic orchestral synth making. Um, and overall, I think it's just a good track. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, and I hope this track doesn't give me any more troubles, otherwise I'm going to insert action here that I cannot say on Twitch. Anyway, what we're looking for is we are looking for my Uncharted final confrontation track that I wrote as an example. Okay, yeah, here it is. So, this was originally written for. You gotta be fucking shitting me. This was originally written for a short film that Marquisius Bugathy III, aka The Bug Live, is in the process of making. It's based off of the film Uncharted. Or not film. It's based off of the games Uncharted. He's making a short film. And he said that he wants me to compose for it. So I wrote a little something out of boredom because one night he was like, "Hey, I want you to write something." And I was like, "But you don't have anything for me." He's like, "I know, but just write." So I was like, "Okay." And I ended up writing this absolute banger of a track. Why am I not surprised in the slightest? Wait, I don't even remember what these are supposed to be. These are supposed to be horns. Hang on, stop for a second because stuff is not working properly. And I'm fucking upset about this. Staccato, you go to, I think, power sustain? No, sustains, I think it's just fine. As for you... What the fuck? Why is this a thing? Why have you broken on me? Give me a rack view. Come on. Don't be like that. Okay, well. I don't know what I was expecting. Oh, why do good things happen to bad? Why do bad things happen to good people? Brother, fuck. We cannot make it through this stream, can we? We are just issue after issue. My eye is itchy. Add that to the pile of issues. Jeez. Ugh, I want to cry. It cannot take this long to get a sample swapped out. I'm assuming Pro Tools is up responding too. At this point, burn the whole program. Just shut it down. Oh, but then I'm going to lose my streak. Discord says I'm at 2 hours and 56 minutes. Never mind. I guess it doesn't matter. We can just go ahead and shut this down anyways. Restart the fucking program. Whatever. In the meantime... Hey, how about that Spotify, huh? How about that Spotify, huh? Ugh. Ooh, self-promo. Go check out the the vocal pop song music. We've got Riding to Ride in Airports. And soon Broken Mirrors and Broken Mirrors Acoustic will be on there. Go check it out. Oh my goodness gracious. No. Cancel. That's not the right one. Just work. Just please fucking work. Why do you not work right? I'm going to shit bricks in a second. Yeah, whatever. You're still... Yeah, no, that's about what I thought. It doesn't even matter. It does not even matter at this point. I'm a really big fan of Why Do You Run. I'm happy that song is as popular as it is. I had fun writing it. As for you... is that delay already on? No, why bother asking? I can't move anything. I cannot for the life of me move this way. Okay, no, I can. Okay, there we go. Cool, it is. Okay, so we just need the instrument. We need the staccato. Was it staccato or was it coligno? I forget. Yeesh. Fucking yeesh. Go down. Yeah, okay, it's a bad hair day. I've decided. Everything hates me. My hair hates me. My computer hates me. My music hates me. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just gonna wrap my... Okay, yeah, we'll roll with that for now. This fucking hair sucks. That's it. You all go back. Pushing it all back. Did you get? You're in timeout. How long does it take to load a fucking instrument? I cannot with this BS. I would love if Contact would do its job. I cannot work without Contact doing its job. Oh, thank God. Finally. Maybe today we'll actually get some work done. Oh, and welcome back from ads, I guess, community. I don't know if you guys have been back or if that just went off. Either way. Any day now, any day. Would be a miracle if we actually got this done today. Okay, you know what? I think we play a little game here. Because I like games, and games will be fun. So, I'm going to go ahead and queue up a song of mine, and I'm going to try and see how quickly I can guess it. Hang on, wrong account. Okay. So, the way this game works is, I'm going to be looking this direction away from the screen. I'm going to make sure that my cursor is on this. Okay. Let's play, shall we? Or has it loaded? Oh, have you loaded? No, you have not. I'm actually going to make sure that this is visible while we play this game. And I will look back at it every now and then. Okay. First game. Ready? Actually, I'll close my eyes for this. Oh, Maroon could be deceiving. Stardust. Stardust? Stardust. So you guys can see it as well. Miraculeum from the Sound of Games Volume 1. Ooh, wait. Is this The Afternoon Sun Feels Nice from Take a Break? This is what home feels like. That's embarrassing. Shopping from the Sound of Games Volume 1. Or, alternatively, it's Intermission. Scrapped from Champions of the Universe. No, okay, shopping, okay. There's no way I got those back to back. Okay, I guess there's a difference. Intermission has the synth sound. Miraculeum has the flute sound, the wooden flute sound. Okay. Clouds from the Sound of Games Volume 2. Radioactive Clouds, my bad. I forgot I had to change the title for that. Because my publisher does not like vague titles, aka clouds. Okay. Race to the Finish Line. No, The Race Begins. Damn it. The Court from The Lost Discs. Yeah, The Court. Listener After Dark from Worlds Beyond Our Own. Yes. Okay. Well, we might continue that game later. For now, we gotta write music, actually. Okay. First off, we gotta figure out what this was again. Definitely not that. Is it Bartok? Definitely not that. I think it was that. Okay. Lose the glasses. You gotta be kidding me. All right. 5-minute timer starts now. Wait, what is the time? Okay, so in 5 minutes we bring them back. All right, now that we can finally listen to this piece after who knows how long, this is going in the Sound of Games Volume 3. I might get rid of that. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I don't even remember what that was supposed to be. Those are really loud hits. I'm gonna have to turn this down. I like it. It's a really good standalone piece. There's a lot of interesting elements here that were definitely brought about because of the fact that it's film based and it's meant to hit markers. I don't know. When I'm composing for film, it makes a lot more sense to compose to picture versus composing the music first and then seeing the picture. So, yeah. I think this is probably the best that I could do for the time. And most likely when I see the actual like final, because this is supposed to be like the final battle or lead up into the final battle. Once I see it, then I'll probably be like, okay, here's what I would definitely just go shoot, 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 just start knocking things away. Because, and then at that point, I just recompose something because this definitely wouldn't fit. How much time we got left? Okay, we got less than a minute. Yeah, in all honesty, I think this is a pretty good standing track. My question is, what the hell are these supposed to be? Oh, cool. Thank you. Because that's really helpful. Jeez. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? That tells me nothing. Okay, I think I just activated the strings. Okay, I did. Time to figure this out. What are you supposed to be? Sustains? No, I think they're supposed to be like this. Yeah, no, that sounds right. Okay, let's go back here for a second. What's this? Is this any good? Nope, it's not. See, these are still really loud, so I'm gonna just go ahead and turn them down in here. Yeah, okay. I think that's actually in a good state as well. Now that we've added back this. But holy crap. The second I close this document, it's all going to just collapse in on itself again. All right, let's go in and let's listen to one more track. Where on earth is it? Here it is. Okay. This will be the final track that we listen to, and then we'll go ahead and we will see if there's anyone that we can raid out to. I'm going to check that right now, actually, while we wait. Okay, well, on the bright side, I don't think we have anyone that we can raid out to yet. And there's no one, and this thing already loaded. So, alright, this is an experimental track that I wrote sometime in the previous week. No. I think I wrote this during finals week. Was it last semester? Somewhere around September-ish? I genuinely can't remember. Then game? Sure, well, we can game. I was waiting on Bug to get back to me, but I guess he's not going to get back to me, is he? He supposedly wants to do the album art for the Sounding Games Volume 3, which, if it can't get to me by tonight, I'm going to have to do myself. I already have an idea picked out for it, which I'm not too keen on, which is why I wanted him. He offered, because he apparently wanted experience doing an album cover, so I said, sure, go for it. So now I just wait for him, because I told him I need it by tonight. Alright, let's just listen to this. I think I might call this something like the inner workings of the factory. And you guys will see why in a second, if this is a new track to you. this would be a good track for a murder mystery almost, or an investigation type game. Yeah, so that is one of the last tracks going into the Sound of Games. Once again, it's a thin album this year because unfortunately I couldn't get as much time to work on stuff like this. I don't think I put out a single game this year, or worked on a single game this year, I should say, besides the one that I kind of left. Um, but yeah, I think hopefully next year I want to get back into making games, doing game jams, and overall getting more notches in my belt in order to like say, hey guys, I have a resume. Here are all the games I worked on. Because I mean, it's decent now. I have like what 6 games that I've worked on under my belt, all indie games, mind you. But it's also a nice way to connect with people. And I have not been connecting with people this year as much as I wanted to. In the game dev space, I'll say, I've met a lot of really cool people this year. I will say that. Um, but yeah, I think for now, this is what we're gonna call stream. Let me just make sure that I haven't seen a live notif on my phone from someone. Yeah, unfortunate. All right, well, thank you everyone so much for joining me on today's live stream. We will be back tomorrow night for the launch of Cheeto Dust Season 2, aka Lunchbox SMP, now as it's now branded as. So, we'll be really happy to see you all tomorrow, and I'll catch you then. Good night, everyone.